Oh, I'm here to do a tutorial on how to make roll cages via CMI swapping for Need for Speed Heat. So you're probably gonna want to familiarize yourself with CMI swapping via Office tutorial before watching this. The car I'm gonna be using is the Datsun 240, since that's the car I want to make next. So I like to give myself plenty of space um, and additional meshes to work with. This car is pretty lucky because it has a big opening by default, so I don't have to get inside the car to look in look at the cage, how it's progressing from the inside. You can just do it from outside, as opposed to like a different car like the R34, like you can't really see inside now, can you? You have to move inside the car, see how it looks from inside, and just kind of eyeball your way out. Anyways, you're gonna open your car mesh, and then under the players tab, you're gonna find the what is it, Ford 1932 hot rod. Under it, click customization once, and scroll down until you see bumper R set A right here. Not Alt A, just A. You don't have to open the mesh. Just click on it once. I just kind of did that. I'll have it. And generally I do 4 cage arms, so I'm just gonna assign it 4 times. And then on the 5th slot, you want to move down to the Landy Defender. Click customization once. Scroll down until you hit roofs right here, and click on the roof set B mesh, and assign it to the 5th one. These 5 components here are pretty much all you need to make a cage. So first thing I start off with is resizing the Landy cage to fit inside the car. Let's see. That was about decent. Yeah, there we go. I might have to adjust it later, but for now that's fine. I'm gonna shorten it now. Ooh, that might be conflicting. Let's move forward a bit. There we go. And then, oh yeah, it's too tall. And the y-axis is pretty freaking sensitive, so you do want to not be too generous with that. You don't want to be too generous with that. Now let's see if it clips anywhere. What I like to do is change it to normals. Oh, it's pretty good. I'm gonna pitch it forward a bit, so maybe 7.5 degrees. I'm gonna pitch it forward a bit so you can see more of the cage. In my experience of making cages, I've come to realize that small details don't particularly matter too much. Like, oh, how does that's not very structurally sound. I used to make cages like that, but yeah, it doesn't look as good. That's just the hard truth of it. It does not look anywhere near as good. move it down a bit more. There you go. Good enough. Z is a pretty good card for making a cage because of that big ass empty trunk. Anyways, now with the 4 roll bars, expand all of them and figure out which ones you want to be, or how I make cages is cross arms and just 2 other arms that beam off, that ray off of the very top of the cage or into it where I feel. So just make a mental note, like these, let's say these 2 are the cross arms and these other 2 are the the other 2 ones, the other 2 supports. I'll start with the cross arms first. So let's see, you're gonna do a 45 roll here and negative 45 roll here just to start. I'm also gonna move them back a bit just so they don't clip into the ones I haven't touched yet. You kind of want to just eyeball it. It doesn't have to stay 45 degrees. You can only move it to like 50 to 60. Oh, just make my go. What's in 30 then? Drop it to 30. That looks pretty good. So you're gonna move to the, you're gonna translate via the x coordinate or x-axis and just copy it and inverse it for the other one. Just try and get it as close to center as possible. Again, we're not striving for perfection. You can if you want, but it's very unnoticeable. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that does look pretty good. Now we're gonna add a 45 pitch to each of these. Alright. I think I could use a bit more height, so 1.1. 1.15. And now just drop them in. Do more length as well. Work with one and then you can just copy the height to another one. Or the Y transform at least. What I do for most of my cages is make sure they line up at the corners with the landing cage. Then you don't have to. It actually works out quite well. Yeah, that was pretty freaking good. And let's see what I want to do for these arms. That looks pretty good, man. Anyways. Now with these other two arms, I'm just gonna be lazy and not move them back. I'm gonna roll them to, let's say, 75. That's a bit too steep. 60. 7.5. That 67.5 is a good middle ground. 7.5. And I'm gonna move these to the other side. No, that's not what I'm going for. A bit more angle. And move these a bit more. Get them up. And drop them down. That lines up almost perfectly. Nice. I'm gonna shorten it a bit. 9. That looks about good. Increase to 65. Maybe shortening wasn't a good idea. And just copy the rest of these to the other one. Bam. You can do something about this. You don't have to. Most cars you won't have this issue, but because again this trunk is so large, you will encounter this issue. Normally the trunk would just cover this because of how it's designed. But if you like small details, go straight for it. I might just. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll be doing that. Good enough. That's enough in the ground that you don't notice it. Move it. Now I'll keep it as is, but I will move it left and right a bit more. There we go. That looks pretty freaking good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Optionally, there's also another piece you can use for cage. It's under the Trans Am. Oh shoot, I had these double quote. No, I didn't. Just go down to spotlights. It's a really stupid place. And I believe this is it? No. Where the heck is it? Sorry. Yeah, this is the one. You can also optionally use this. It does have the light bar attached to it, so you might, if you can work with that, you can just cover it up with a, like in the vinyl editor, a banner right up here. Otherwise, this is pretty good. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go finish the CMI now. Goodbye.